right, guys, so beat goes on. Being really adamant about the beginning of I've Got You, Babe, in your position so that everything feels a little bit less textbook, like I said before, and a little bit more high fashion couture. So when the girls start their movement, no matter where you are, he wants us to almost envision like we're in a photo shoot, so that no matter what we're doing, it's like we're always looking for the photographer. And that doesn't have to always play to the audience, so that you can, everything just feels so good when your legs are up, and then when you're going down your body, but it's like you're always looking for that photographer to pose in those positions. So just keep that in mind in that beginning of I've Got You, Babe. And then we come up and we have our 1/8 count of freestyle. This whole shaky in the body and the looseness of it has just gotten lost. So we tend to over dance it. It was a little more fun the other night and easier when we had gotten the notes and then tried to do it that way that night. It was more fun. So just less of dance, but a little more looseness and shaky in the body. And again, he really wants this third position to cross behind the head and then across the body as opposed to straight out. So that looseness in the body and that little double beat here, same thing here. There's just a little looseness to it. For the girls that are here, he doesn't want any hand position, so just keeping it down by the side in an open, soft hand and almost shrugging so that it just goes with the music. He doesn't want you to count there. Obviously the beats are really precise there. So on that one, ba, 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 ba. And then for the girls that do the go-go dancing, same thing, just keeping that 1, 2, up and down, around. As opposed to just letting it be the hips, he really wants to see the tension with the arms coming around too before the reach and pulls. And then again on the roll off, just finding your photographer so you can hit that high fashion pose. Little change that he made before the slow F, as opposed to crossing 7 and then unwinding 8, he wants us all to turn on 7. So it goes a little bit better musically. So after your roll off count, whatever that is, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, boom, ba, 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 ba. So as opposed to cross and then turn, he wants it to be 7, 8, so that we're there a little bit earlier for the slow F. Just a reminder for the slow F that it really needs to push through the body and the pelvis. And one thing that he's noticed is that our arms are getting stuck. So keep your arms moving the whole time, as opposed to 1, 2, 3 switch, 5, 6, 7 switch. So really pushing forward and keeping them moving the whole time on the slow F. Good. When we get down to the dance break, for here, boom, he really wants to see that contraction in the girls' dance break. So we roll up 1, contract 2, 3, 4. He does not want this to be a snake with the head, so I almost fell. So keep your body up to then release you into this little back and back. He does want to see a looseness in that. It's feeling a little bit too rigid in our arms. So something that helps is getting a little bit of a wider stance and then hitting up on the diagonal. He said when he does it, he's not doing a full circle with his arm. It's actually opening up on the diagonal, and it's just because he's turning his body that it's dropping as opposed to pinwheeling the arms. So you really want to open up your chest and body here and then move, move. There's also a looseness that he wants in the back of the neck muscles so that it has that little groove in it and not keeping that rigid. So just think about that. He had us just do it without the arms and grooving with the upper body. Good. On the pas de bourrée circles, he just wants us to have more fun with that. Put some air under the pas de bourrées this way, ba 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 ba, so it's not getting so under ourselves, but has a little ba ga ga ba ba up and down. And then again, keeping this groove in the body. So the arms are popping to the side and down, ba 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 ba, and just that little back and back. which is a little tricky when you're moving it in the circle. He said Axel is looking really good. All that is looking really good. Psychos, he does want us to let loose on it a little bit more now. So it's not just the arms, but the body needs to match the motion of the arms, and you can lose your head with it. So it's not a big, powerful headbanger moment, but it does have a looseness in the head because our body's moving. So as opposed to just banging the door with our arms, bah, 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 he does want a looseness in the body. So really let that go. And the last thing for beat are the monkeys. So our arms are slightly bent, and it's coming from the back. And he does want a looseness in the head with that. So again, we're not head banging, but it does have that little rock in the head on the way back. And that should be matching when you punch your arms, your head is going back. And it happens naturally, so that you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whether you're moving or you're stationary on a box. Cool, thanks.